Okay, it's time to cook the bison. This
yeah.
stuff looks so beautiful. I think you should hold that up and just show everyone what's going on. So we got this beautiful fat, and that's gonna have a cheesy flavor. A little bit of marbling in there, not much, but you know, our 30% yield, because we weighed some trimmings, our 30% yield, roughly,
Yeah.
looks like it's gonna be awesome. How are we gonna season this?
We're gonna go with some of the Spice Sisters Black Magic powder. Little cocoa, a little coffee. Smells fantastic.
Oh, it smells like breakfast and...
Yeah, I think it's gonna go really well with this bison. So we're gonna do a nice little sprinkling on each side. And I like to rub my meat. I like to.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't like just to sprinkle it on because it's gonna be all over the place. So if you like kind of nice coat it evenly, and then you had some lovely what is this pink truffle salt. I think the you know, kind of earthiness of the truffles and everything's gonna go well with the you know, espresso and cocoa of the dry rub over there. Kind of very Latin American with a little
it is. It's very native.
yeah,
Native flavor.
European twist. We need some of that. We need some of that corn smut on here.
Oh,
I think that's the truffle.
A side of huitlacoche?
Yeah.
I mean, we'd be rocking.
All right.
So this is going right into the hot pan.
So nice, you know, hot cast iron. I don't like to throw a lot of oil in mine because there's gonna be a lot of fat coming out of this fat cap and everything. I like to get a nice sear on this, so and that's the sound you kind of want to hear. And now you can see on the camera, but like you can see the fat's already rendering out of this meat. Don't touch it. Don't play with your meat a lot. Just kind of let it do its thing. And
It's sizzling nicely.
yeah, this is a pretty, I mean, a normal cut. This is about 3/4 of an inch to an inch. So I just let it cook. Now, I mean, if I was doing like a ribeye, you see people baste it and all that. We could definitely do that with this. But I think with this nice rub on here and everything, we're just gonna let it go.
What I'm smelling right now is purely amazing.
It smells fantastic. And you can see kind of all the fat and everything already rendering out. If you tilt the pan. And that's why I didn't want to add a lot of butter, a lot of fat to this. It's kind of like cooking duck breast. Even when I cook duck breast, I might just put like a little bit of oil in a pan to get it started.
Yeah, it's cooking nicely. Oh, I'm so excited for the flip.
Yep.
We're going to medium rare, right? Is there another way?
So I'm shooting for. This should be 2 to 3 minutes on each side.
Yeah.
Let it rest, let it carry over.
Well, we're thankful for the people at the Bison Corral in Schellsburg for producing this beautiful product. Interestingly enough, we were supposed to get a 10-pound cut, but the day before the bison was taken down, it got in a fight and it broke some ribs. Oh. But fortunately, the person that was picking up the meat got there first, and we got the unaffected, injured side from the bison brawl.
Oh, that's crazy. That's what happens when you get free range animals. They go at it. I'm actually excited to try this. I've only ever had their ground bison before, and I wanted to try to get my students down there on a field trip.
That would be a great place to take students because they really, see like farm to mouth.
Yeah, they're 45 minutes from the school, and I don't care. I'll take tongue, I'll take heart, I'll take shanks, whatever cut they want to, get rid of. It's not very popular. I'll make it tasty.
I'm just thinking about the next 4 of those that are sitting over there behind us and how we're going to take those over. Oh, look at that crust.
Nice crust on there. We'll let it cook maybe another minute or 2. Still really rare. I mean, if you talk about, temperature-wise, you'd want to bring this like 135-ish. I was never like a temper. I didn't really temp a lot of my meat out. And most of my working career, I cooked cooked meat. I was a poker.
I'm right with you.
Yeah, my second day at the job at Green Gables when I was there, like my chef was like, "Hey man, you're working on the grill tonight." I'm like, "Oh, I'm 16 years old. I don't know how to I don't know how to cook." So he showed me how to cook. He gave me the old poke test. So like rare, medium rare.
Do that in there.
So like this would be like rare. Like relax your hand. That's like a rare steak. That's like a medium rare-ish, medium well, and well done. And you'll feel that muscle right there tighten up. And that's pretty accurate. Like the leaner the meat, the harder it is to cook, I think. Like lamb, venison, like it's a little bit tougher. But beef, I think this venison will work really well. I actually think we're almost done.
Oh, the time has come.
About another 30 seconds on that side.
I feel like it would be inappropriate not to have a resting period, but also inappropriate to have a resting period. It's very challenging. I'm so excited about the flavor that's about to unfold here.
I'm a huge rester. Let all that myoglobin and everything relax and get back into the meat and not cut out. I'm actually going to crisp up some of that fat cap.
Yes. I think crispy fat's a good idea any day.
Yeah, I don't think fat's a bad idea any day. We just did duck a couple weeks ago, and first thing everyone says with duck is like, it's greasy, it's greasy, it's greasy. And like even my dad, like first time I cooked him duck, he's like, it's gonna be greasy. I'm like, not if you do it right. You render that fat out, it's gonna be like a nice piece of bacon. Yeah, I think we'll go with that.
Do you eat the fat? Yes, I eat it first.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're gonna let this rest for about, the bigger the meat, the longer the rest period. The smaller meat, the smaller rest period. So any steak this size, I usually go like 5 to 6 minutes. If I'm roasting a whole turkey, I'll go half hour, 45 minutes on a whole turkey because it's a bigger meat, has more carryover cooking. So
brisket, if you're smoking brisket.
Oh, a while.
A while.
Yeah, 35, 45 minutes on that because that's going to hold a lot of heat in. So I'll let her rest up.
I gotta get in here and smell this again. Okay, there's a lot of flavor that's coming in there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A whole bunch.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good.
You think we're there?
Maybe a little on the rare-ish side.
Oh, that's okay.
But yeah, I don't really like, especially with gamey, I don't want to overcook this. And I'll explain that too. Is anything gamey you don't want to overcook.
Little back in the sizzle there.
Yeah. So I had this annoying ass lady with me at it's gonna be about rare to mid rare. I had this annoying ass lady working for me at DRS. All she wanted to do is eat everything, eat everything, eat everything. And we were doing bottom rounds for like hot roast beef sandwiches, or after we took the whole fat cap off after we cooked it, and it was like that, but like this big, and we threw it on a flat top, and it shrunk up to about a hamburger. So we're like, "Hey, Erin, come try this beef. It's fantastic." She's like, "Oh, really?" Like, yeah, 'cause it had nice char on the outside, and like all that fat just rendered out. And she's like, "Oh, this is fantastic." I'm like, "You're just eating straight up beef fat right now." I mean, it's tasty. It's crispy beef fat.
It's tasty. It's absolutely tasty. All right. So let's go. What do we got killing in the pan there? I'm still taking that to temp.
What's that?
Taking that piece to temp.
No, I'm gonna render all the fat out of it. Maybe.
Oh, I see.
That was just a little the tail end.
Oh, I thought there was meat in there.
Yeah, that's the tail.
Oh, nice. All right.
So I try to explain to everybody, like, it's about foie gras. Like, what does foie gras kind of taste like? I'm like, well, if you guys ever ate the tail on a steak, like a T-bone, or like, these are kind of considered tails. These little things that stick out. This is weird because even beef, the beef's usually over here and this has a little bit of fat in here. This has a bigger piece of fat right there.
It does. That's kind of huge.
Yeah.
That's going to be so tasty, though.
The bison's set up a little bit different than the cow anatomically. mean, this is still a ribeye.
That fat's rendering out nicely. I just hear it sizzling and sizzling and sizzling and sizzling.
Feed that to Mandy when she gets home.
I think she's gonna be excited. She's gonna smell like butcher shop plus other stuff too.
Yeah, this can be a rare to mid-rare. Probably another minute or two will whack into that. I don't want to bleed all over the place.
Well, I'm stoked for the sweet, fun bison. Been waiting for this because I think we ordered the bison like 70 days ago or something until they butchered it, until we got it, and it had a couple of days of wet aging ahead of the 45 days.
Well, this can be a little on the rare side.
I think I'm gonna be okay with it.
Yeah.
Given how lean it is.
Anything gamey or lean, you don't want to overdo it. You ever eat squab? So the same way with squab is like, the more you overcook it, and I'd imagine bison would be the same way, it gets more of an irony taste to it. So it's almost like you're licking a penny.
Yes.
So I've had geese,
squab.
squab,
AKA
domesticated pigeon.
pigeons.
Yeah, they're
Are very tasty. Let me just say that if you haven't had them, if they're prepared well.
if they're prepared right, yeah.
Like anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I just had some wonderful pig intestines
Chitlins.
in vermicelli.
Really?
Oh, they were amazing, and they were prepared well. If they weren't prepared well, they'd be terrible.
All right, let's see where we're at. I'm saying we're a little on the rare side, but I'm kind of okay with that.
Oh yeah. Oh, that looks great.
No, that's done really well. Could
No.
have let it rest another minute. No,
Oh, look at that
That's
color.
really good.
That's-
Yep, nice medium rare.
Okay, that's perfect. You were unsure.
Oh, you know, I'm not in my line cook days anymore. Is what I
Given her
always
ability
say.
to guess the weight loss of this stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
And this can be like a little fatter and everything. Yeah, no, that's really yeah. There's the rare piece I was poking at. This is where all that fat was. So that kind of protects that as it cooks. But yeah, that's pretty nice. And there's that big old fatty nug. You ready to do this?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Here, I'll slap it over there. Now, I'm a purist when it comes to steaks. So I usually just do salt and pepper. I do like a good demi-glace based sauce, but I don't think you should try hiding or masking the meat. You know, personally, if I want a good steak, I want a good steak. I don't want sauce with a little bit of steak. So I got to, I think
or
A1,
too much seasoning.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, look at this fat on here. I better eat that first.
I think A1 steak sauce is blasphemy.
Let's chill down nicely.
Oh, it smells fantastic.
I think it smells great.
Dude, that's money. Oh, that's so good.
It's so lean, but I get the sweet thing.
Yeah.
It's almost like you can taste the grass.
Yeah.
They might eat honeybees too. It's very sweet.
You see me about like, so that's like, you know, as you cut it, the outside's going to be done more. So that's like medium well, like medium rare, mid-rare to rare, mid-rare to rare. And you actually taste the difference between these. So that first piece I had, that was a medium rare, and it had a nice flavor. But even that medium rare on this cut, it was almost starting to dry out. And that, like, that's because there's no fat in this. Like, or it's very low fat compared to beef. That's why you don't want to overcook it. Like, so that
so
like rare,
good.
that rarest piece, how it fills in your palate, is right where you want to be.
Wow. It's amazing.
What was that good?
I've been waiting a long time for this little nugget here. So
Yeah, then you eat this piece. It's gonna be very irony and a little bit drier. A little bit. That's fantastic.
bison, thumbs up.
Definitely would definitely. I love game meat. I have caribou, elk, bison. I think it's underutilized in our country. Very good.
Good thing is the farm's like 30 minutes from here. So looking forward to eating more.